Welcome to the service. My name is Amish Patel, host here at Amish Patel's YouTube channel, channeling in from the meditation bus. What a beautiful bus, right? And today what I'm going to tell you guys about is the Rumi Oracle deck and my first experiences, my first thoughts, and why I think it's calling to me to perform these on the street. The set's called Rumi Oracle, an invitation into the heart of the divine by Alana Fairchild. The poetry is from Rumi, right? So when you pick the card, your hand is guided by the unconditional love of Rumi. So before you pick the card, you say, "Oh Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, give me your help in this time." And you think of you have like something that you're trying to deal with. Rumi guides the hand. You pick the card. You get the right card, and then in that card, what it'll be is like a piece of poetry. But when you read Rumi's poetry, what it does, how do I explain this? The poetry is like a meditation, because the words are so sharp and so tight. They just immediately, like this bell. If you listen to that till the end, if you listen to this till the end, you'll be immediately brought into the moment. Watch this. In the moment. Future is gone, past is gone. You are in the moment with the sound of that bell. All thinking stopped. It is a moment of peace. Unless you really want to think about what you want to think about, then you get mad when you hear the bell. But if you stop to listen for the bell, then that bell is an instant meditation. Anyway, the poetry of Rumi is that tight. When the poetry of Rumi hits you, it's like a bing. Oh, I see. So the first one I got, and I swear to God, people don't believe it. When I tell people, they don't believe it. But I fully shuffled the deck multiple times. And when the deck came, it was in order from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, right? So obviously I got it. I saw that it went from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I shuffled like crazy. Right? I go to reach for the first card. What is it? Number 1. Beyond death, life. It's number 1. So, right? Something's going on. Like the deck wants me to have the first card. And basically, the thing that I'm talking to the deck about is like, what do I do about my YouTubes? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I going to do? How am I going to make this YouTubes work? How am I going to get it popping? How am I going to get more content? Like, what am I going to talk about? What's the monetization? All this stuff. I'm just like, what do I do? Nobody knows, man. It's Wild West out here. You don't know YouTube changed the rules tomorrow? Like, in order for this to become steadied into a job, I think these daily YouTube rips got to get tighter, but then I got to get... Anyway, there's a lot of like, what's the plan? How do you do it? What's the definitive, like, whatever, right? So that's kind of what I'm thinking about when I pulled the card. It says, beyond death, life. Okay, this is the poem. Footprints lead to the shore of the sea. Beyond that point, no trace remains. Rumi. Okay, there's footprints up to the sea. The sea meaning the sea of the beloved. Like if you want to go to the beloved, into the sea of the beloved, there's footprints up to the shore. But once you get in the game, the beloved takes you here and there. You don't know how you will go to the beloved. So think about that. If you're starting a daily YouTube, or if you're trying to think about starting that business, sometimes you got a plan, but sometimes rip it. Live in the mystery. Figure it out as you go. Build the ship as you go. Whatever it is. The second card I picked is number 25, Beyond the Threshold of Fear. I wonder what this one's going to be about. This is, again, regarding YouTube shit, whatever, right? All the anxieties I just told you, okay? This is what it says. 25, Beyond the Threshold of Fear. Okay. Enter the lion's jungle. YouTube. Don't think about getting hurt. Look at all the beefs going on. Fearful thoughts are phantoms of the mind. Who cares? No one is harmed in this jungle. Everything is compassion and love. It is your fear holding you back. Like a bar behind the door. Rumi. I mean, honestly, Like, is he talking about people trying to do daily YouTube videos? Because I think that's what this is about. Right? I think energetically something's going on here. I think I need to go on the beach tomorrow and do readings for the community, for the culture, because especially in these uncertain times, it's like people need that, right? Okay, so that's number 25. And then the third card I picked was 34. So these are the first three. And this is why after this one, I said, you know what? Hit the streets with it. That's what I said. And I'm going to take this bowl too. But, okay, and I got a couple of crystals I can take. This is perfect, yeah. No, I'm going to print a couple of things. I think it's going to be a great day at the beach. When I read number 34, here's what happened. I was kind of plotting and scheming on a video. Like, I was starting to think about, like, oh, how do I do clickbait? And I was working on a corny-ass video that I'm trying to just get some cheap-ass hits on instead of, doing something tight, right? Oh, and it was, like, about, like these keyword schemes. You know what? Every now and then when you're trying to do a daily YouTube or any online marketing shit, as you're working, people are going to come in with schemes all the time. They're going to come in with, like, oh, I can make you famous tomorrow. Oh, we have a program that puts you on the platform that does this, and then they'll have oh yeah, you have a platform that makes people love me? I don't need it. That's the only right answer to that. By the way, if you're trying to build an online following and someone says, oh, I have this thing and this, you just pay me, I can just make your following. No. The joy is in making the following. So why would I ask someone else to do that? This is what the job is. If someone says you can outsource, like, you can't outsource the core of who you are. Like, this is just a phantom. These are people trying to sell you get rich quick, and hey, we can make you famous on Instagram. It's like, no, what do you mean you can just make someone famous on Instagram? You're gonna make 1 million people love them? That's crazy. You're gonna game the algorithm, and a bunch of people are gonna ignore TikTok and ignore cool shit that they love because you gamed the algorithm, and now they're gonna look at your shit. Are you crazy? Anyway, people are always trying to get you to buy shit like that. And every now and then, you hear a good one, you're like, you know what? This one's got a good pitch, maybe. This one's got a good pitch. So I probably spent like 20 minutes looking at some email about this shit. I picked a Layla card. This is what it says. Put aside your clever schemes. Oh, lover, be mindless, become mad. Dive into the heart of the flame. Become fearless like a moth. Turn away from the self and tear down the house. Then come and dwell in the house of love. Be a lover, live with lovers. Clean your chest from all hostility. Wash it 7 times. Then fill it with the wine of love. Be a chalice for love. Be a chalice. You must be all love to be worthy of the beloved. When going to the gathering of drunks, be a drunk, become drunk. He means on love, not drinking alcohol. Your thought takes a course, dragging you in its wake. Move beyond thought. Let your heart lead. Be the leader. Wow. When the grace of love is revealed, be a mirror to reflect it. When the beloved's hair is loosened, brush it like a comb. Be a comb. Rumi. Right? That's tight. I mean, it just the fact that I'm looking at some get rich quick. Hey, I'm a social media influencer. I'm famous. I did a tour, and I can tell you my class. $8,000. Come inside, and I'll teach you the thing. I'll teach you the tips, tricks, tactics, all this shit. Sometimes, if your mind is rotten, they will capture your mind and take it. So 20 minutes one time I'm doing this, interrupts what I should be doing, which is hitting the streets with the Rumi oracle, with the genuine intention of love. I think the rips are gonna be there. You know what I mean? As a comedian, it's a little like doing crowd work, but it's a little bit like genuinely helping and getting them to laugh about their situation, but then seeing how tight this Rumi rips it though. Because I would love to see people come in. I want someone to cry. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? I want to really get that Oprah moment out there on the beach. That's the hit. That's the hitter. That's all. Honestly, there shouldn't be a goal, but if there's a goal, that's the goal. It would be nice to have a nice breakthrough like that, where someone says, oh, my Babaji, thank you for bringing this to me. this is exactly what I needed to hear. Rumi, and it's all about Namanta.